and sisters, happy weekend. Happy weekend, family. Happy weekend, friends. Family, happy weekend. Brothers and sisters, happy weekend. Good evening, gentlemen and ladies. I'm coming home. Good evening, gentlemen and ladies. Good evening. Happy weekend, friends. Family, happy weekend. God bless every one of you. How was your weekend? How is Saturday? Can you come? Can you come? Welcome. Happy weekend, brothers and sisters. God bless every one of you. This Ogele TV, Ogele Talk Show, all the way from Norway. Picture's not showing. Picture's not showing. Huh? Brothers and sisters, I'm coming. There's something wrong with my camera. Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much. Happy weekend, friends and family. All Ogele TV Talk Show fans all over the world. God bless every one of you. As you like my video and share my video, God will bless every one of you. Happy weekend. You are all welcome to today's show. Yeah, we have a topic to discuss today. Do we still have a security in Nigeria? We want to know. This is a wake-up call to all Nigerians. This is not the time we fight against ourselves. We need to tell ourselves the truth, whether we still have security in Nigeria is the topic today. It's a question to everybody. Anybody can call in the time we open my phone line, say your own opinion. If we still have it, you will explain. Tell us whether we have it or not. The floor is open for everybody today. The floor is very, very open for everybody. No segregation. Come in, share your own opinion. As we are coming in, my brothers and sisters, go and subscribe to Ogele TV on YouTube, Ogele Talk Show on Facebook. Don't hesitate to do that. As you do that, God will bless you. As you do that, God will bless you. First and foremost, let me go ahead and share my video to all my fans all over the world, so that they should know that Ogele TV is live on Facebook and YouTube. No, I'm live on YouTube, not Facebook. Sorry. So everybody has to come to YouTube. No Facebook now. I always focus on YouTube. No Facebook now. YouTube. We are trying to build this YouTube. Very, 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 very important. Come, like, and share the video. God bless you, Mr. Osage Odiase. God bless you. You are welcome to the show. I really appreciate, sir, for creating time to come and watch my live video. God bless you. Do we still have security in Nigeria? That's the topic today. Everybody come and share your own opinion. It's a welcome development. But for me, I don't think we have security in Nigeria. With what is happening today, with the shenanigans, everything that is happening in that country, me, I don't believe in Nigeria anymore. I don't believe in it, because a country where life is not being protected, why must you believe on that kind of country? So let me go ahead and share my video before my guest is going to join me today. Brother Chris is going to be joining me from Nigeria, all the way from Benin City. As you join me, my brother, God will bless you. let's go ahead. This is not the time to fight. It's the time to say the truth. Do we still have security in our country? Yes or no? Yeah, brother. I think Brother Chris is here now. Let me bring him on board. Yeah, Brother Chris, happy weekend. God bless you, my brother.
Thank you so much. And how are you doing over there?
Yeah, cool. It's just that it was snowing yesterday night, but it's getting better now. We're in the winter time. As you wait for me, let me share my video first. So
Okay.
yeah, because the topic is there already. It's a question. Your own opinion is not my own opinion. Do we still have security in Nigeria? We want to know. It's a collective. Everybody will come and contribute. I will open my phone line. We want to know whether we still have security in that country. Because for me, what I'm seeing in news, you are on ground. I don't know whether it's real or whether it's not real. But if it is real, for me, I've concluded it means Nigeria has no security. We have lost it all. We should not be calling ourselves Nigeria is a country of its own sovereignty. What kind of sovereignty? Sovereignty that you cannot protect your people. That's not sovereignty. Sovereignty to the Boko Harams and bandits. So let me share the video first before I give you the floor, my brother. Because there's a video I'm going to play. I'm going to play today. That's going to shock a lot of Nigeria. Very Dark Man is the one that carried the video. Where a general in army was telling Boko Haram to come and lend their arms. They will be rehabilitated into Nigeria army. They can even be the president of Nigeria. You see the shenanigans that is happening in Nigeria. You see what the Northerners have used Nigeria to talk to.
It was a sign that Buhari never prepared for the future of this country. Right from the days as a military head of state, he has always been a very ruthless and a controversial president.
But here Buhari stopped now. Tinubu continue from there. Tinubu is not doing everything.
Yes, if those criminals that were re-enlisted into the Nigerian armed forces, if it happened in the Western countries, even if they don't want to say, okay, Mr. President, you were the one that committed this offense, they say, wait, they just go retrieve their name from the system. We don't have a database. So probably these guys are just within the army. They are not even. It's a very terrible country, Nigeria. The kind of people you see as a leader, when you see that you fear them. Buhari never prepared to become
my brother, let me make it clear of one thing. You cannot emphasize on Nnamdi Kanu that have not been seen with a weapon, that have not slaughtered one human being. But these are people that have taken someone's life. They've done a lot of atrocity. What kind of rehabilitation? A man that is dangerous, a man that believes on things, he believes on jihadists. His belief is different from your own belief. But the judges are starting to sentence Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment, and Nigerians are happy. But when the bandits and the terrorists are taking the life of Nigerians, brutalizing the Christians, they are being protected. So I want every Nigerian to come and say their own opinion today, whether we still have security in that country. Before I finish sharing my video, I am going to play that video that the Very Dark Man shared. I really respect that Very Dark Man. He was bold to tell the general, you go and resign. You don't even know what you are doing. It's a shame for you calling yourself a military man, a general. It's not in Nigeria you give people general. People have not went to war. They now become a general.
I think one of these popular activists in Nigeria have always accused the Nigerian army of that. Before you can become a general in the US army, you must have fought in so many countries around the world. You don't just sleep over there and become a political appointee general. You must have fought in Gaza, in Afghanistan, Syria, Yemen, and the rest of them. You must go through it. But in the case of Nigeria, you can just be named after one thing or the other. They just call you are not the general so general commander of XYZ. They don't care. They don't care because the experience is not there. It is only when you've gone through this rigorous process you can hold a certain key position in the army.
Nigeria has become a country of joke. People are now mocking Nigeria. Boko Haram is occupying some territory. ISWAP is occupying some territory. Bandits are occupying some territory. These are what Nnamdi Kanu was like a prophet to Nigeria. He said, at the time we don't clear these people, they are coming to occupy every part of Nigeria. Are they not doing it now? Are they not doing it now? Buhari arrested Nnamdi Kanu. You see how the Northerners are using the Southerners. Buhari never prosecuted Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu was in the detention. When they want to sentence Nnamdi Kanu to jail now, they now use an Yoruba man, a man from South. You see how the Northerners they are very smart. We Southerners, we are dooms. We are not smart. We should not deceive ourselves. The Fulani still control that country. They still control it. Tinubu thinks with what these people are doing, it will make him to win the election. Whether Tinubu do anything, Fulani has said we are not coming, we are not coming. They know the reason why they said we are not coming.
If you personally download what Kanu have at the back of his mind, if you download it and straight critically, that is what an average Southern Nigerian man, that is what they believe in. But they are all coward. They don't want to come up and say, oh, we believe in what this man is saying. We just want things like this to happen. They won't say it. But they have it in mind, though. They just have it in mind. That thing Kanu is protesting for, that thing is fighting against. An average Southern man have it in mind. But because they are all coward, they don't want to follow. Oh, Kanu is SY, but whenever they see that they are private parlor, they also raising alongside with Kanu. I'm not like you, I'm just telling you this now. They also raising alongside with Kanu with what is happening in the north, the insecurity in the north today. The southern part of the state, whichever way you look at, is a very peaceful state. They are peaceful states. You would not want to ally yourself with those northern people, honestly. You will ally yourself with them, with what is happening there. Life is not safe there. There is no security there. They are running down southward. They are running down. They are running down. But whenever a time like this, because this is an election year, if they don't make it hot like this, nobody will patronize them. I am telling you, politicians also patronize them. Why is that they also campaign? Even why this mindless individual, they are in operation over there, they still carry out their campaign. They must have taken permission from them. And whosoever become the president of this country, there are people they take permission from before they take any step. I am telling you, this is Nigeria for you. The man at the helm of the affair, the man is seen to be the president there. It's just a figurehead. There are a group of cabal, there are people he take permission from before he take any decision.
I'm coming, my brother. Let me just hold on. Bring the charger for me. The charger. So, my brother, let me go ahead. Please, brothers and sisters, happy weekend to you guys, every of my family, every of my fans here. God bless every one of you. Today, we are going to talk about, do Nigeria still have security? It's a collective opinion. If you have any opinion, you can call me in here, call in. There are 2 lines that is pinned there on WhatsApp. You can call in both of the number. I will pick up your call. You will share your own opinion. Every opinion is welcome. So we want to know the kind of country that we are all fighting for. We want to know the kind of country that whether it's safe or it's not safe. So I don't live there now. My brother lives there. He will say his own part, what he has experienced as a Nigerian. So first and foremost, let me just go and play the video of one general. I saw it and they posted it. No, just wait. Hold on.
From his negativity, he stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country. Why is he wasting his time when he cannot even deliver? We will do that. But we have appealed to them, including their detractors, their collaborators, to see reason to, as fast as possible, quickly drop their arms so that we can once again reoccupy our peaceful position in Nigeria.
With all due respect, sir, General Abdulmalik Bulama Biu, with all due respect, sir, With all due respect, sir, you are a general in the army. GOC for that matter. GOC for that matter. You are not a pastor. It's preaching where you did hear the preach. Look at you sounding tough. You are sounding tough. If the Boko Haram can just lay down their hands unconditionally, then you went on to say we are appealing to them. You are sounding tough, but you just showed weakness. You are sounding so tough. GOC, now they talk like this. GOC. So if he lays down his arms unconditionally, as you are feeling pompous, say Ghana, where you talk, I say maybe they fear you. Unconditionally, if he lays down his arm, he's forgiven, and he stands the chance of becoming the president of this country after I don't buy a lot of Nigerian citizens. So how do you expect them to stop when there's no penalty for whatever thing that they are doing? All they have to do is to lay down their hands, and they can be the president. All of us can actually just become terrorists at the end of the day. Okay, with all due respect, that position where you just leave on. GOC. Now they open the mouth, they talk this thing. GOC. Now they open the mouth, they talk this thing. GOC. He stand a chance to become the president. Then we should all be terrorists. So where's the justice for all the farmers where they don't buy? Talking like it's just the talk as if the Boko Haram will fear you. Who are you that they will fear? Yes, I said it. Who are you, Oga? Who they want? They will fear you? With the way you are speaking now, who will fear you? Even me, I don't fear you. Not to talk of them when they get gone. Even me, I don't fear you. You don't look scary. You don't even sound with confidence. That talking in front of camera. Oga, go and resign. I better go and resign if people cannot do anything. Go and resign. General, when if you deliver polling units, you don't fight war. And many war you don't win. Hey, general, you just carry your face constant with us in front. With the country, they go carry children, they enter church, spread people gone. They enter church, spread people gone. They pipe people, carry some people go. And you come and tell me if they drop their arms, they can be the president. Okay, you are mad. God will punish you. God will punish you. Let the worst happen. God will punish you. We are in a country. They went to a school. They pick girls, KB State. And you open your mouth to tell us that if they drop their arms, they can be the president? What about the trauma that those people go through? Those girls will be slapped with. They go give them belly without consent. And you tell me if they drop their arm, they can be the president. They can come back to the society. God will punish you, General. I beg. God will punish you. God will punish you. One of your generals was spied which day here. They carry an entire bridge, they finish him. So where's the justice for him? You come out and tell me that these same people will come back and be president of the country? Just there. Niger State, they go carry small children, 52. We never talk finish for Nasarawa. They don't go carry another one now. For Doma. And you come and tell us, a GOC. And you come and tell us that if they lay down their arm, they can be president of this country. You should resign because you don't know what you're doing, sir. With no due respect, you should resign. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know who you are. You are also a sympathizer. They don't fear you. They don't respect you. I don't even respect you. You don't feel talk that even. I don't respect you. Then you expect people when they get gone, when they get launchers, when they carry assault rifles, when they get cars, when they hold money, if they respect you, if they lay down their arm, they go and quit. Just resign, let somebody else take over.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Before you go ahead, let me just quickly add something to this video. You see, it's really pathetic situation in Nigeria, my brother. These are generals who they send to protect life and property. They have given up already. Some useless Nigerians, some idiot Nigerians that is against Americans to come into that country. They don't know what they are joking with. They don't know what they are joking with. There is fire on the mountain. A general begging Boko Haram to lay their arms down. They will even be accepted to rule Nigeria as a president. That's the word of a general. A man who is supposed to protect us. Now, the people you said they are coming to rule you, not me and my family. They're coming to rule that general and his family. They went to church, buy some people, take some people away. Now, do you know how much they are asking federal government to give to them? Per head of those people they kidnapped in Kwara State, you must pay per head 100 million per head. 100 million per head. They are telling federal government to give it to them. If you give it them now, according to what the statistics they did, they say they give them 100 million per head. They are demanding about 3 billion. What are they going to use that 3 billion to do? Their guy who is a politician is going to share out of that money. The remaining money is going for another more ammunition. You understand what I'm saying? Now, they still went to Niger State. 52 people have been kidnapped. Kebbi State guests, they have been kidnapped. They are still there. Now, my brother, in all of this, our Nigerian judiciary continue emphasizing on Nnamdi Kanu case. I know that they just sent Nnamdi Kanu to Sokoto prison. From Abuja to Sokoto. Because it's the Sokoto Caliphate that decide what happened in Nigeria. That's the signal. One of the most dangerous prisons in Nigeria is that Sokoto prison. Do you know how many times Boko Haram have attacked that prison? More than 2, 3, 4 times. And they kill a lot of people in that prison. So what Tinubu is doing, Tinubu is agreeing with the North because he thinks the North is going to help him. You are deceiving yourselves. You are deceiving yourself, Mr. President. You are deceiving yourself. God bless you, my brother, Mr. Charles. You are deceiving yourself. They will never help you. They will destroy your government because why? Your government is full of the people that is misleading you is full in your government. They are not telling you the truth. We that is voicing up with our voice now, you will never give a listening ear to us. Now they're not kidnapping people, they are not asking the federal government to give them more money. Why are they going to give them the money? It's the money to acquire ammunition. A military man who's supposed to be in the war front is telling the Boko Haram to give up their ammunition. It means the military cannot fight them. They have given up already. They can't fight them. We should not deceive ourselves. Because these guys are more equipped than the military. They are not equipped. So, my brother, the video you just saw now, what is your take? How will you explain that video? Where are we heading to?
Yes, you made the statement sometime at the beginning of this program that Nigeria have lost it all. And let me quickly talk the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. The late chief of Bafemi Awolowo was also having similar problem. I think he was detained in Calabar prison. While he was going to that prison, he made the statement that in darkness I leave Nigeria, and in darkness I will meet Nigeria. Within that space of time, Nigeria went to civil war. It was during the civil war they brought out, that's General Yakubu Gowon brought out Chief Obafemi Awolowo, and he was made a minister of finance. I'm just quoting history now. Take Nnamdi Kanu to Boko Haram prison. God is on his side. God is on his side. Yes, let them take it to Maiduguri prison, Borno prison. God will not fail him. He said instead of him to give up, he would rather die. I saw confidence in him while he was still speaking in the court on that very day. I see that boldness in him. He might not be 100% correct in all his agitation, but I also appreciate the fact that the man is trying to send a message to Nigerians. He's trying to send a message to Nigerians. For those who have the fear of God, in their private room, they discuss what Nnamdi Kanu publicly came out and condemned and what he's emphasizing on. Security-wise, I think Nigeria have actually lost it. But I also want to appreciate the general who is also saying they should lay down their arms, let them embrace peace. The generals, their hands are tied. Within the generals, you have some individuals. Oh.
Go ahead. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You know, the network is somehow misbehaving. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Go ahead.
Within the system, there are some individuals giving information to these criminals. You cannot identify them. But within this, hello, can you hear me?
Go ahead. We can hear you loud and clear.
Within the system, there are people giving information. They have not been able to identify them. And for the girls that were kidnapped, they are demanding for ransom. I just wait for this country. If Nigeria belongs to the global world, I'm still trying to find out. Now, you cannot commit a havoc like this within the territory of Germany without you being fished out. Somewhere like China, it happened in Nigeria, and we are already seeing it. If the federal government of Nigeria under General Muhammadu Buhari can, they are in prison now. Now the insecurity that is almost taking over the total landmass of Nigeria, where the government of Nigeria is aware that it, so aware that a certain group of people. Can you hear me?
Go ahead. We are hearing you loud and clear. Hello. We are hearing you, Mr. Chris. Mr. Chris. Okay, before he comes back, it's the network that is disturbing him. You see, I would disagree with Chris that the hands of that general is tight. It's not tight. The mistake the man is still making now. These are the mistakes Buhari make. That for Buhari to be saying they should be rehabilitating Boko Haram, they have repented back to the security. That is where we are getting it from. These are the same Boko Haram people that is giving out the information out. These are the same Boko Haram that is giving the information out. There's no other body. Because you bring them into the Nigerian army.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
The man will have nothing to explain to Nigerians because he never had any template while he was coming to the office. The only agenda Mr. President have, if you watch him killing from 1999 to date, is only to become the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria with no genuine agenda. Now he's the president. Whatever he did against all the leaders before he became the president of this country, Nigerians will also do it to him. I would have expected people like Adeboye, people like what's the other pastor? They will come out now and start campaigning. Yes, they will come out and start campaigning against the government of Tinubu. In the days of Jonathan, it wasn't as bad as it is today. Yes, we are aware that Abuja was on fire, Maiduguri was on fire, but it didn't spread down, not down southward to area Plateau, Maiduguri, what's the Niger State and the rest of them. Now in Niger State, that is the state that produced Salami Abubakar. That is the state that produced IBB. They cannot use their influence. They can't use their power to find out what is going on. Even within their parlor, kidnapping is ongoing. So I don't really know. At least the president need to cry out to the world. The army need to cry out to the world. When American government said we are coming, Gullible Nigerians will say, oh, they want to come and take our resources. Let them take the resources. The resources is of no advantage to us here. The ordinary man does not benefit from the so-called crude oil, from the so-called natural resources. We don't benefit from it. So let the America or the Western country come take away these resources so that peace can come back to Nigeria. If the federal government can drill 1 billion barrels of oil daily, and we do not have the impact on the life of average Nigerian, let the American come take it away. Even just take them away so that we can have peace. The country does not have peace. Nigeria is a problem. What Tinubu is strictly after is how to become the 2-time president of Federal Republic of Nigeria without any template on how to govern this country on the path of peace and progress. Tell me, Buhari left. One would have expected Nigeria would have transformed to become London overnight under the watch of Tinubu. What's going on in this country today? Insecurity in virtually all parts of this country. Nigerians are paying for the failures of the late Muhammadu Buhari. Nigerians are paying for the failure of Tinubu. Tinubu never had any agenda. He's the president and commander-in-chief. Let him use that power. The government, the constitution of this country has given it to him now. Let him act as a president. His people, they are the one around him, the Inspector General of Police, the Director of DSS, the Navy, just name it, they are all his people. So he should empower them so that they can carry out their constitutional role to protect lives and property. I saw it during COVID-19, the German Minister of Finance, something like that. I think when he saw the level, the rate of death there, the havoc COVID-19 wreaked on his people and other parts of the world, the man quietly resigned. He left the office. Nigerians, they will tell you the office you get as a bill. They will never leave the office. They will never leave the office. One would have expected by now, those stakeholders, some of them will just say, I'm going to resign. We can't continue like this. We can't continue like this. It's beyond receiving monthly salary and allowances. What matter more? How well have you been able to use your office to better the life of the people? Nigerians are just paying for what they do not see about. Insecurity. Government is not trying to manage insecurity in this country. I just gave you an example some few days back now. They are trying to meter all the houses, all the shops everywhere in parts of Benin City. People no longer own their lights, and businesses are being affected. If you are doubting what I am saying now, go to somewhere around Ring Road, come to somewhere around New Benin. You see the place is always calm. People no longer play music. They no longer jingle. They no longer do things that has to take more of their electricity because they cannot pay. The meter is like a smartphone. When you open your data, most of those things, they start taking up your data. They start taking from your data. They start taking from your data. That is how this machine is. People are complaining. When you go to the police station, you go and see a lot of argument in the police station. You know, say me not get fridge for us. The other one get fridge. Now they use a part. They are dragging themselves to the police station. The government have not been able to find out why are these people protesting. How do we solve this problem? Last month, BDC went around the whole of Benin City sharing bill. The bill they shared was that they are going to increase electricity tariff. There was nothing wrong in increasing electricity tariff. What they were formerly doing, whether they call it direct or not direct, I don't know what they call it. They would have seen how they can manage, because the only thing the ordinary Nigerian man, the average Nigerian man benefit from is just the electricity that is not even as stable as expected by the people. Now the government is taking electricity away from the people. People business are being tampered with. I don't know how people are going to survive. Christmas is just here now. How will people take care of their family? How could they provide for their family? It is not government business. Did you know when you are privileged to be in government as a commissioner, as a councillor, governor, and just to mention them? Did you know government pay virtually all your allowances? Allowance for toilet, allowance for traveling, allowance for eating, allowance to your children. They gave them all kind of money. But the ordinary man on the street, they are not always captured. They are the one paying for the nonsense of this individual who do not mean well for this citizen. Nigerians are suffering. So I don't know the plan, the agenda of this present administration, APC-led government. When APC was coming, I knew within me that they were going to come with problems Nigeria cannot solve. They are here. From 1999 to date, if there is anybody that was so desperate No man has ever been desperate as Tinubu. Tinubu could go to the extra mile to get power. The power has been given to him now. Let him use the power effectively to deliver the dividends of democracy to the people. The people are no longer asking for road. The people are no longer asking for job. What an average Nigerian man is asking for now? Give us security. We can do other things by our own little efforts. That is what Nigerians are crying for. The government have been distracted by this mindless individual do not mean well for this country. And when you look at the insecurity that is spreading virtually all over the parts of this country today, they are from the north. They are from the north. Now, those people demanding, these guys demanding for this ransom, are they using telephone or email or whatever? When under the Kano makeup, they track his line, they did everything. Why can't this same government, DSS and the rest of them, track this individual where they are communicating from? Whose phone are they using? That phone was registered within the landmass of Nigeria. You want to tell me the government is not aware? The people should come out. Nigeria should speak against this evil that is almost ravaging the entire country. This insecurity will do no one no good. It's like an
before Brother Chris come back, you see, it's really disturbing situation in Nigeria.
He will do no one no good.
Go ahead, sir. I can hear you. Yeah, before he comes back, you see the woman. Yeah, can you hear me now? You see the way my brother is reacting. Brother Chris, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, now you see, in a country where we are talking about security, now, why must a government be paying ransom to criminals to release people?
That's the
at the time you start paying ransom. Yes, at the time you start paying ransom. It's not because allegedly what we had yesterday now, about 1,000 Boko Haram has come into the country again because of the porous of our border. They are coming. These guys are from Mali, from Senegal, from Burkina Faso. They are coming into the country. These are foreigners.
Because it's a fertile land for them.
Yeah, because this is what Nnamdi Kanu was saying that, look, if we don't stop these people, even your own community, they will come and take over. What are we not seeing today? Are they not coming to attack community? Are they not coming? They will take their farmland, take their community, kill everybody, buy everybody there, and go away with it. Nothing happened. These people have never been sentenced to life imprisonment. Even the head of ISWAP that they said they prosecuted, we never see any video in the court where they were sentencing him to 20 years imprisonment. But in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, they brought a television house. You see what? You see, you know why I'm annoyed with the Yorubas now? That useless judge. Do you know that case about two judges from the High Court, they decided not to go ahead with that case. They dropped their hand. They say, no, they are not interested in this case. Omotosho, the wicked judge, because he always needs money in his life. If you see the judge, this was the same man that gave judgment in River State. What I'm saying is that Tinubu gave state of emergency to River State. All this northern region that is having a lot of crisis, why can't Tinubu declare a state of emergency?
He won't. He won't. No. River State was a kind of unfortunate courtesy of Wike. Wike was a desperate man. He wanted to be in charge forever. Wike was like every other governor. The wealth of Wike, if we live in a responsible society, the government should be able to track his bank accounts and find out 4 years as a governor, 8 years as a governor, your allowance and the rest of them. Where did you get your assets from? What kind of business are you into? So he would have, in a responsible society, I think he should be able to explain, even why he was funding PDP then as a political party, where did he get the money from? I think in a responsible society, they will ask some questions like that. Which people, Nigerians, know where the source of his income is coming from. You see, a lot of things they do in this country today, Nigerians are aware of what is going on. That is why I'll keep on telling people, especially those of you guys in social media, do not relent your efforts. The better days is coming. This tough time will not last long. I once said that there was a man we used to call General Sani Abacha, Hamza Mustafa, lived there. They were so powerful, strong army. They could declare war. They could declare an emergency. But a day came, God said, no, your time has come. Some of them answered the call of God. Some of them went to the prison and the rest of them. You understand? So what they are doing in the north today, if you try this, like when you plan the military coup and the coup fail, you will pay with your head. But in the case of what is happening in the north today, it's like the northerners, they are immune in Nigeria. They are not subject to the Nigerian constitution. They are not treated with the Nigerian constitution. Probably they have their own law that protect them against the law of this country. So I try to find out what kind of offense the Kanu committed that he's paying for now, that the northern criminals have not committed. They are still walking freely on the street of the Nigeria. So I don't know. The president need to come out and explain to Nigerians and explain to the world that he can no longer handle the situation. You see, when the government of Nigeria is failing, you will hear them say that we are on top of the situation. From 1999 or from 2015 till date, all we'll be hearing is insecurity. This same government have not been able to fight insecurity. They have not been able to fight insecurity. Let me not refer to a certain history now. There was a man that rebelled against a certain monarch. When he rebelled, the monarch fled away and ran to other parts of the country within the continent. After a while, the general, he passed on. The monarch ordered that his bow be exhumed, and the bow were tied to drum, and the bones were refired. They were all fired. Some individual in this country, even if they have died, even if they passed away, the government of Nigeria, the people of Nigeria need to go to their grave, exhume their bone, set it on fire, based on the offense they have committed against this country. We no longer walk free on this country. Wherever you are today, I pray for you, Mr. Ogele. I made reference to what we used to say some years ago. You said, you told me, you were always telling me, you know, whenever we travel, we are on holiday, we are back to our community, there's a place we normally see that I have once reflected on the other day. You said you don't have faith in this country, that you are leaving this country. Whatever it will take you to run away, you will run away. Then Nigeria was a very peaceful country. You can travel to any part of this country and you come back safely. You will always emphasize that you were going to leave this country. I don't know how you left this country. I was always saying, no, I'm going to Sukao. I'm going to UNN. I'm going to Amadou Bello. I'm going to University of Benin. I'm going to SYZ. We are still here today, and you left. Whatever the evil they are planning, it will not come close to us. Nigeria, those leading this country, they don't have vision. If you look at what these mindless individuals are demanding, they don't just need it for just to buy food. One, they need to pay their personnel who are working for them. They need to buy more arms. And the government of Nigeria need to plead with some of these international communities. Those weapons are not being manufactured in Aba, Onitsha, Enugu, and the rest of the Oigun. They are being manufactured somewhere. It was like during the days of the militant or the militancy in Niger Delta. The sophisticated arms they were having, the military or the navy were not even having it. But some of these powerful countries were the ones supplying this weapon from the high sea. Crude oil is exchanged for it. The military, as powerful.
Brother Chris, let me correct one impression. You see about the arms. You see this Western world, there is a law of supplying arms. I'm not saying they are very good, though.
I am not saying the Western country.
You see where
I say most of the powerful countries
is coming from the security. It's coming from the security service of Nigeria. Listen to me. It's only a country. If you see the arms, those you are seeing with those guys, it's only a country that have right to go and acquire those kind of arms in a foreign land. Not one individual. They will not sell it for you. They will not do that. The Nigerian army, the Nigerian police, they are playing a vital role about this insecurity. Nigeria budget money for every year for security, and they are acquiring arms from different countries. Where are the arms? These are my questions. Where are the arms? They have been sent to others Boko Harams. The Nigerian soldiers are one of the most Okay, he said a new gold company just opened in Lagos. Just so you know. Okay. But if a new gold company opened in Lagos, is there not a state governor there? If the federal government must be aware, they have to go to that company. Who gave the authority? A company cannot just come from abroad and start manufacturing a weapon without the government of the day don't give them license. It's not done in anywhere. Even if those arms are from America, my brother, America cannot sell arms for individuals. That's what I'm saying. How will America? You think America is foolish like that? They will not give it to you. It's going to be an agreement between Nigerian government and American government.
Okay, now let me agree.
Jonathan was looking for arms during the time of Jonathan regime. When America refused to sell arms for Jonathan, when Boko Haram were capturing everywhere, the little arms we have in the barrack, Boko Haram will capture barrack, then we empty the whole barrack. Who opened the gate for them? Is it not the same military people? It's the same military people. We should not deceive ourselves.
Now the question we need to ask ourselves now: where are the intelligent officers in DSS, in the police, in the Nigerian army? Can't they do a trade?
And it's the fact. What's wrong with this internet today? There is somebody just write on the comment section. There is someone in the military that is distributing those arms that is being acquired by the Nigerian government to those terrorists. They have rocket grenade launcher. They have
Joke.
yeah. We have started already. We are on live now. No. Yeah, because you know what I'm saying on this is Mr. Chris. Sorry for that network. They are trying to attack my network. I know. You see, Nigeria don't like the truth. They don't like truth. Nigeria like the government of the day, they are deceiving Nigerians. Now, you are telling me the jihadists in Nigeria, the same military people that is acquiring, that the Nigerian government is giving money to acquire these weapons, are the same people still sharing the weapons for all the jihadists. Because if you see the weapon that they are holding,
if that is true, where is the audit department? Where is the audit department? Because when you have a stock of, let me say, 10,000 guns or AK-47, at the end of the year, at the end of 6 months, I think the same government need to go and audit the number of weapons they have.
Do you know the logic they use? Do you know the logic the Nigerian military use? They will say they come to attack their base. They have killed about 10 military men. They have invaded their base. They take all the weapons away. These are the strategies they are using, my brother. These are the strategies. Something that is being taken away from the barrack. How can you audit it?
Now, allegedly, if that is what they do not have peace. Now, generals in the north are big.
My brother, those generals, they don't care. They care about the money they are going to make. This insurgency, people take it as an occupation, as an avenue to make more money. What are we talking about? Nigerians are fond of doing those things. Any Nigerian, anybody in the government, when they see avenue to make money, they will never desist from it. Whether they are slaughtering the life of Nigerians or Nigerians, they are sharing their blood, they don't care.
But in all now, lives and properties no longer safe within some parts of this country. Lives and property are no longer safe, especially in the northern part of the country. You see, the southern Nigeria will come to pay for the failure of the north.
I want to ask you a question. Do you know if the people, the politicians are not part of this insecurity we are facing in Nigeria today? Don't you know it could have been a thing of the past? People are
Yes.
benefiting from this insecurity. That is why it will not go.
Yes.
That
Yes.
is why when America after they are coming to Nigeria, they are all running scatter because their business want to close. They don't value me and your life. It's the fact. Jonathan said it that Boko Haram is in his government. They are with him in Nassau Rock there.
Yes.
Even Tinubu, they say Tinubu is smart. Tinubu is not smart. With the allegedly, they have alleged the vice president of Nigeria today, Kassim Shettima, about the Boko Haram. See him with a live video with those guys. He's not supposed to be the vice president of Nigeria. The man has been indicted, allegedly.
Let me tell you, Nigeria is a place of anything good. If a wanted criminal is caught today, probably arrested and prosecuted in the court or whatever, when he contested the election in Nigeria, he will win the election and he will be sworn in as either president or governor or whatever. The reason why, you see, the case of Kanu Linga, till this very moment he was sent to the prison because he's from the minority, let me use that word, from the southern part of the state. If he were to be from the core north, nobody will prosecute him. He will go free on the streets. He will walk freely on the streets.
Okay, why are we not saying we are one Nigeria? Why are we not, Chris? There is a question I want to ask you. Why is it that the Northerners have priority more than we in Nigeria? In every area of life. One, there was a video I watched that if you want to come into Nigeria Army, not the other say recruit, roadside recruit, you want to go to the school, NDA, or those things they are saying. They said the Northerner has more priority to come to that school than the Southerners.
Yes.
And two, if you look at the generals we have in Nigeria today, majority are Fulanis.
Yes.
They don't promote Southerners. Now, Buhari was there. I heard that Buhari promoted a lot of Fulani. And you are telling me Tinubu said is smart. Tinubu is not smart. What Tinubu is supposed to do to favor his own people is busy capturing of states. Come and join APC. Come and join APC. Come and join APC. That's what Tinubu knows how to do. He never laid a foundation that will benefit the Southerners. Mala Ansama will go with dagger in the street of Nigeria. When he's being controlled by the police, he will go free. But you as an Edo man, if Nigeria police control you, they saw it that you don't know you can go to Oko for it.
Now, that of the army you just said, I think the southern part of the state, they are failing, especially the south, they are failing. My younger brother, you know, is in the Navy.
Yeah, I know.
Now, when they checked his CV, he was very friendly with some of these guys from some of his colleagues in the north. What is they say? First degree? You have master's degree? No. They were already recommending him to some of their top oga in some part of the country. That free NDA, he will betray immediately. He comes up with the family. Because of the level of insecurity, nobody wants to lose his loved one because of money or whatever, or because of power. We said no. Now that's what you are talking about, that shortcut. NDA. All the state of the federation always get that allocation. Every state of the federation is always shared among them. They get the allocation. It depends on how well you make use of your own. The Edo state government of Benin people, they will never empower their own. They will never let them go. They will never encourage them to go. But if you are privileged to skate through, they will say, now our own, our son. But while you are struggling to go and join them, nobody will empower you. When my brother came, I was the one that personally drafted a letter to the governor. I personally submit the letter in government office. And when he came, he led a group of his colleagues to that place, wanting to see the governor. Do you know the protocols? They were the one that stopped them. They were what I am not lying, what I'm saying now. They were busy negotiating for money. Yes, you guys are going to see the governor. My brother wanted to discuss something very important with the governor. But because of the nature of the uniform they put on that very day, they cannot do something funny. You know, when they put on white, they are going with peace. So the whole thing was shattered. The security, the protocol attached to the governor, they were not the one demanding money. Where that government is going to give you guys money, how much are you going to give to us? The young man told them, I'm not aware that the governor give money when a certain group of students like this, or they were see students go see the governor. He said, no, with their logical means and the rest of them, they were able to stop them from seeing the governor. But unfortunately, I didn't follow them. If I had followed them to that place, I would have done everything within my power to see the governor. The governor is the father of the state. The governor should be happy that my children just passed out from a certain training and they need to see him and discuss the issue that border on Edo State. But they didn't allow them to see the governor. So while they were in the training center, sometimes you are not permitted to go there. But did you know from some other region, there are people will always come in there. There are people in the government, they will come and reach out to their people. But none of the Southern, let me use my state for example, none of them want to ever step into that place. That's a senator, member of the House of Rep and the rest of them. In each of the local government, some local government didn't even feed a candidate. Then I have all the information.
Yeah.
They couldn't feed a candidate.
Hold on, Chris. I believe you. Yes, it's truth. The thieves that if you there with you for house, you're not gonna see that something. That be the problem of Nigeria. Thank you for that comment, my brother. Go ahead before ITV will comment.
Yes.
Just 1 minute.
I have every of this information with me. Now, if we actually we are talking about the Northern today, strategic offices, strategic ministries, they are the one holding on to it. One, over the years, they've been able to groom their people and make sure they are fixed within these offices. But to the certain man, when you meet a certain in the office, and you know that his name is Dosa Ugiagbe, the moment you speak your local language, your local dialect with him, you are a problem. But when an outside man is in the office, he communicates with people with his local dialect, Yoruba man, and some other tribe, Igbo, and the rest of them. But an average Benin man will never carry his people along. It's some of the problem we are having today. It's some of the problem we are having today. I think in terms of security, the government is fading by a second. We are not seeing any headway. The government is not doing anything. APC-led government under the presidency of the President Tinubu, we are not seeing any improvement security-wise as far as this country is concerned. They are plugging the country. Nigeria is becoming more porous by the day. The reason that most of these borders in the northern region, they are so porous. Our security president can no longer mind it. I heard Christopher Musa once say that the government should start fencing. The government should start fencing. Yes, it was a brilliant idea. When the government made the money available, with the senators, with the politicians make sacrifice. Oh, all we would have taken for a period of time like this. We are in an emergency situation. Can we invest something like this to make sure we can use this as a palliative if this thing will work? They don't have an idea. Even if they do have an idea, what they need now is money. What they are after is money. How much do we want? How much do we care for? When you go to all parts of the state now, Tinubu 2027, nobody will ever say we are protesting against insecurity. We are marching to ask, we want to see the president, we want to see the chief of army staff, we want to see chief of defense staff. What is going on? How do we solve this problem of insecurity? Nobody is interested. There is no part of the southern state you go to, you don't see Fulani camp. There is no part of the southern state you go to, you don't see Fulani forming a community within. That was how they took over this place they call Plateau State today. Over the years, centuries ago, that was how they started migrating downward. And they're still taking over their land. They are running away. I pray that Edo people will not run away from their land. Because there is no part of Benin City you go to today, in Sapele Road, the GRA, about 10% of the people you see in GRA and Sapele Road, they are Hausa people. When you go to Aduwawa, no Benin man stay there. The only people you see there are Hausa people. They've taken over most of this part of the state. So I don't know what 10 years to come, 20 years to come holds for this state security-wise. But I know that God is not far from Edo people. God will always protect Edo people.
Thank you very much. Mr. Timothy Osenwege, God bless you. You are welcome to the show today, my brother. It's like, what if you see the topic today, do Nigeria still have security? That's the topic where we're emphasizing on security because of the rate of kidnapping, the raid, the terrorists are attacking everywhere in Nigeria. It's like Nigerian government has no security. Even there was a general that was advising the Boko Haram to lay down their arms so that they can rehabilitate them back to the society. They can even come to be the leaders of tomorrow. These are killers. These are people that take someone's life, that behead human being. The general in army is begging them to lay down their arms to come and join them to become the leaders of tomorrow. So, my brother, in all this, what I've just explained, what do Nigeria still have security? I want you to just emphasize. Somebody, before you go ahead, sir, somebody write a comment here that the brother was army. The brother has to change his name to an Hausa name before it was.
Yes, yes, it does happen. Yes, they do. So that they can get a better promotion. Yes.
So, Mr. Timothy, go ahead, sir.
Yes, very warm you from city Edo State, Nigeria, West Africa. And my brother, the first class graduate, brother Chris, who has availed his time, abandoned his family and his private, perhaps his private businesses to often come here to provide solutions. I didn't join this show late because when I got the link, I was actually on transit. But be that is made, we do not have absolute security architectural value today. Even when the section 14 of Nigerian Constitution 1999 has amended that section 14 sub B to say that the primary responsibility of every government should, to protect and secure lives and property of the citizenry. That is currently and presently lacking in Nigerian system. You now ask yourself, was it not the same Nigeria that provided security for Liberia, Sierra Leone? Well, the energy and the might, the skills Nigerians displayed during the ECOMOG global, can't we not have it put in place today? We will not get security in a situation where we are in 2025. Some persons are already singing, Asiwaju 2027. How are we going to focus on security? So we won't get it correctly. We have lost it. It's so sad. Before Donald, J. Trump started saying, Nigeria has been, profiled to be, a country of
concern.
CPC, something country of particular concern.
Yeah.
It's a case of Utumega Sokoko or Sokoko Nonya. That's what we find ourselves. So we will not get it correctly. I'm sure you are aware, Brother Chris will remember this. One of the Edo South leader, it was fingered that the money was given while he was in the general in army to procure, security, military hardware, that the money went into oblivion. So that is what we are still currently experiencing and watching. Today, the senior officers in Nigerian army, they know what they do with the vote for security. The younger officers, are you going to push them to say, go and be fighting insurgency in Sabisa Forest, in Plateau, in Niger, in Katsina? They will not say your way, because the people who are be saddled with this responsibility, they are busy sitting in the AC. comfort zone. They are busy flying, private and public aircraft. They are busy going to international communities to enjoy, going to celebrate birthday for their children and their wives and their loved ones. So when you now ask these younger ones who do not enjoy insurance to go and be fighting insurgents and banditry, they will philosophy. So we do not we lack total and adequate security today in Nigeria. That is why you keep seeing the resurgence of banditry and insecurity in Nigeria. So until we begin to learn to call a spade, we will get it correctly. The money that often be voted, the billions of dollars, let us allow it to trickle to these young, military officers, these young naval officers, these young, Air Force officers, instead of putting it in the hands of those people who do not go into this, forest. Look at what happened in the Niger State a few days ago. Do not ask yourself, is this a sovereign nation? They are busy saying, oh, Donald Trump is coming. What is he coming to do here? Is Nigeria not a sovereign nation? Call Donald Trump, who lives far away in the United States, that will listen to us, that will deploy all the military apparatus to help us, fully liberated. We can't continue like this. We are even lucky that someone like Brother Chris and my humble self, that this, insurgency has not fully, raised up its ugly head in this part of the country. If it has done that, I'm sure you won't have both of us now, talking to you, speaking to Nigerians, and millions of adult persons all over the world today who are currently watching this program, that perhaps will also click on the link and watch it. So we must bring all of this to a round table. Let us begin to put round pegs in the round holes. Let's begin to put pegs in square holes. Changing the security, chief security officers will not help us. That is not the way to go. The money that we are voting in year out, how judiciously well is being put to good use to actually fight security. Are we not giving amnesty to those individuals who have destroyed this nation, who have pied people in churches, in mosques, the people who went to have a United Nations building bomb several years ago in Abuja? Are we not celebrating them? What are they doing to celebrate somebody like Brother Chris, of a first-class graduate, for that matter, by God's grace? What are they doing to support Timothy? What are they doing to support Ogele? Rather, we are busy supporting those people who are causing mayhem, people who are causing, who are promoting hooliganism, agberoism, gastanism, and rascality. Is that not what we are celebrating today? We saw someone who did a video, is in a particular hotel yesterday, I've been in a club, where we are all aware of the atrocity he recently committed, even in the international community. Are we not being told now that, whether the international institution or the government want to have an individual who did not win medal? What this individual has been mentioned, his name is being mentioned for, is something that do not, promote welfare and democracy of a state. Is that not what we are seeing today? So it's quite sad, with the mineral resources God has endowed us with the abundance of, brains, intellect this nation is being blessed with. We are seeing, battling with insecurity. If you go to America military, for instance, Nigerians are doing best. Edo individuals are generals in in United Kingdom, in Nigerian, in American army. Nigerian Edo people are doing well there. Why can't we allow these people to come and making their own input and contribute their own quota? But rather, what we see today is all about Asiwaju 2027. It's all about celebrating mediocrity. Because it's about celebrating Agberoism. It's all about celebrating those things that will not bring about meaningful development and meaningful growth for the country. What will not bring about a proper democracy is not what we celebrate. So until we begin to celebrate all this that will not mean well for the country, that will not promote the country and its the welfare of its member, will continue to experience welfare, security, and insecurity, taking the entire space. I think I'd like to take a pause here, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that illustration. Brother Chris, there is one question I just want to ask you. Why is the Nigerian government negotiating with bandits and jihadists in a real democratic society? Somebody, because I heard that on the comment section, somebody just put it there now, that the government of Niger State, the 100 people that is being kidnapped, the government is trying to negotiate with bandits so that they can release those people. And we say we have a security in Nigeria. What of the jets that the federal government acquired? What is the jet doing? Because you see all these guys operating, they go with motorbike. They just start driving motorbike, shooting gun randomly everywhere. They're going with motorbike. They will go with vehicles. They can't bomb them from up. So why is the Nigerian government negotiating with these criminals?
Now,
They are negotiating with criminals. They could not call Nnamdi Kanu to say, Nnamdi Kanu, what are you agitating for? Let's come on the round table and negotiate.
Now, when you look at Muhammadu Buhari, his kind of lifestyle, Buhari only came from vengeance. Buhari was not a man of this 21st century. Tinubu is not a man of this 21st century. They also refuse to understand the dynamics of the global politics. So the kind of politics they are playing is the politics of maybe 17th, 18th century. That's the kind of politics they are playing. Now, you just mentioned something, government negotiating with these bandits. Fine. To me personally, the life of those children, the life of those individuals is more important than those criminals.
Do you know what I asked you? Let me learn. There was an American that was kidnapped in the northern part of Nigeria. One America, useless as Nigeria's security network. America could not take permission from Nigeria. They came into the country in the hands of kidnappers, whom lost in the northern part of Nigeria. They dropped those military men, they rescue their citizens and finish all those terrorists. Only one citizen. They never negotiated. No, you have taken, okay, we are coming. We are coming to pick him out. That's a country that means well for its people.
Yes.
America will not come and negotiate with you.
Yes. America don't negotiate.
At the time we start negotiating with these people, we are creating a huge avenue for them to be expanding. They will take advantage of that negotiation.
Yes. Yes. The law is a two-traffic way. Now, on the issue of the governor negotiating with the terrorists, to me personally, I wouldn't blame the governor. The life of this individual is more important than anything that is going on in the northern part of this country.
No, Chris, let me tell you one thing. I will disagree with you. Listen, Chris, listen. People are being sacrificed. I am not saying those people should lose their life. They might be a victim. Somebody can buy 2 crossfire. At the time, if this governor today go and give those guys billions upon billions, is that going to stop the kidnapping? No, they will not take it as a business. They can only relax for 1 month and go ahead again to go and target other people. But when you crush all of them, let's sacrifice all those people there first. They will know that the government will work. I'm telling you honestly, that's how America operates.
Now, can you allow me to say something? Can you allow me to say something? Now, the issue on ground is like a drunk man in a glass house. Now, the children, they are the one in the glass house. The Boko Haram, the ISWAP or whatever the name is called, they are the drunk man within the glass house. Now, there's an emergency. You wouldn't want the glass house to be destroyed, and you wouldn't want to kill. So all you need to do is to give a kind of a hand of fellowship, so that the glass will not be destroyed, the children will not be destroyed.
How many times have they given a hand of fellowship to this jihadists?
Yes.
That is where they have been paying.
Yes, that is where the technology will not come in. That is where the DS is supposed to come in. That is where the police is supposed to come in. Now, the money will flow into a certain account. If they are going to give a physical cash, someone is going to receive that money.
Brother, we have seen this bandit counting money in the bush. A huge amount of money, they will put it on Facebook. These guys, they operate through Facebook, they are on Twitter, they are on Facebook, they are on TikTok. What are we talking about? They are in an open space everybody can have access to. What are we talking? They are on Facebook. Yeah. You don't see it on Facebook. They will be dancing with God.
Yes. If the government fail to manage them, I think the government can also decide, negotiate with them. If they can take some parts of the state and have the total control, so be it. Those who feel like living with them, let them go live with them. Those who feel probably they want to live in their own state without having these guys, so be it. You understand? So what I'm saying, the government negotiating with them, to me personally, Nigeria does not have the capacity to kind of do some magic when it comes to a situation like this. For America to come down to rescue their citizens, they have all the facility, they have all the technology, they have the personnel. Unlike what you have.
They are coming now. America said they are coming. The Nigerian government is trying to say, America, we can do it. And whereas they can't do nothing.
You see, the white man will say failure starts from beginning. From 2015, thereabout, 2015, 2014, 12, thereabout, we've been battling with insecurity. We are unable to solve the problem. Now, another powerful man is saying, let's see how we can help you come out of this situation. People are saying, give the president 90 days. Where were you? Why this were going on? You see, Nigeria, there is a problem. Let me tell you one. Was it a Edo State election? After Edo State election, I was almost coming on air telling people, why is San Diego They know what to do, and they should stop supporting the wrong things. But I couldn't say it because we saw what happened. A man that is not competent. When you take a walk around the whole of this country, only few of them have the capacity to lead the people. Only few governors. Now, in the face of insecurity now, governors, they are receiving equivalent of allocation from the federation account, allocation for security vote. What are they using the money for? Where are the traditional rulers? Where are the religion leaders? What are they doing? Government is paying the whole of them. Of all the resources government money that is accrued to them, what are they using it for? What are they using it for? At the end of the month, they all get allowances, they got their alerts. But how have they been able to use their leadership to better the lot of the people? The people are suffering. Traditional leaders, they don't care. Political leaders, they don't care. Religious leaders, they don't care. We saw it in the days of Jonathan. Today, Bakare went on the streets. They flew the cause of Jonathan there on the street of Nigeria. Adeboye became a very powerful emperor. Even as let me not use some harsh words on him. As a man of God, he became a political man of God. He became a politician. One would have expected that by now he would have still been using that power to manipulate and correcting people to do what is right. When the issue of Donald Trump came, he was among those who spoke. But he never speak against the terrorism going on in the northern part of the country. It was when Donald Trump, they have been kidnapping, killing Christians. What are you doing in the north? Can you go establish Christianity? Can you go establish Christianity or take Christianity down to Saudi Arabia? The answer is no. If the northerners are saying we don't want religion or Christianity in their own region, so be it. If you don't go to church, you stay in your house. If you don't go to mosque, you stay in your house. The Chinese, they don't go to church. They prosper in their own way. The Indians, they don't go to church. They prosper in their own way. Why not allow people to live in peace? In the days of Jonathan, we saw how people lose their life, lose their property. Why must you set up a church in a place where they don't appreciate you? I want to take Christianity far. I want to take Christ far. Christ has been there since the creation of the world.
Now, if you are stopping them not to take Christianity to North, why is the mosque in the south of Nigeria? It means Nigeria is not one country. It means that Nigeria is not a Muslim country. Nigeria
Yes,
yes. So whatever accepted in the south is going to be accepted in the north. Let me tell you one thing. Libya is a Muslim country. Do you know some Nigerians go to church in Libya? Nigeria organized a church. They go.
Yes.
They allow you to do their worshiping. But why is the northern dictating for us?
Now let me tell you one thing. You know the nature of North. Are you been to the North? You're very safe.
Yeah.
Can you balance the social life of the Northerners and the Southerners, the kind of life they live in the North, and the kind of life the people of the South, the kind of life they live? When you meet an average Northerner, something within you ought to tell you that these people get as they be. Now, when you go to some parts of the state today, you see children of school age, you see aged mother with children. They are at the junction of every part of the state. They are everywhere. What are they doing? They are begging. The DSS, the police, the commissioner for environment, and the rest of them, they will never sit down and plan that these people we are seeing on the junction are always seen at the junction. In the 10 years to come, in the next 15 years, these people they will become something else. Let government make plan on how to tackle this kind of situation. They will never do it. They will never do it. They will allow them to grow on the streets at the age of 18, 15, 17, 20, 25. They are already mindless. They can wreak havoc on anybody. But it is not government business. What government is just after, how do we get money, share money among ourselves? The government, they are protected to some extent. If you are a citizen, you are attached to a police. Member of our House of Assembly, you are attached to the police. And just mention them. They don't feel what the ordinary Nigerian man, they don't see what the ordinary Nigerian man is going through on the streets. You can't walk free on the street of Nigeria. It's Christmas period now. People will be traveling from one part of the country to the other. How do you think people can conveniently move from their present location to another location without a halt? Government does not put all this to consideration. When they were going to conduct a Edo State election, the federal government of Nigeria deployed armor tank accountable to every senatorial district, police everywhere, the military everywhere. Now the question we ask ourselves, was there unrest in Edo State? Are we at war? If government can do that in Edo State, let that same government spread our security personnel. They don't have anything to do in the barracks. Let them spread them across the length and breadth of this country. The police, the army, the navy, civil defense, and the rest of them. Let them be on the streets. If Tinubu is not greedy, why did Tinubu declare a state of emergency in Rivers State? And why Tinubu not declaring a state of emergency in Plateau State, Maiduguri, Niger State, and some other states in the north?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
They are partial. They see other parts of the country as a non-part of them. That whatever that happened to them, it is none of their business. The reason why you saw federal government then fighting in Niger Delta, because they know our economy was already affected. The resource from that region was what they were fighting for. The resource from that region, that was what we were fighting for. If the resources is not there, they will not be interested. When you go to the southeast now, because they don't have any resource they are taking there, if they like they kill themselves, they like they live themselves, let them be on their own. Because the federal government does not have any business there. Whatever business you see there is being planned and being developed by the people there. They own their business, they own everything there. It's not the federal government business. So the government of Nigeria, I think they better wake up. Tinubu and his agents and the security agents, they are sleeping. Nigeria should wake them up. One would have expected by now Nigeria would be on the street, peaceful protest against insecurity, march to the government house without destroying lives and property, march to the president, march to organizations, religion leaders. They should wake up. This is not the era to collect tithe and offering without implementing the life of the ordinary Nigerian man. Traditional leaders, they are collecting money from the federal account, from the federation account. If you go to most of the university, federal university, they are the one that will be the VC, and the rest of them. What are they using this money for? The money they be collected right from the days of colonial masters, they are still collecting that same money from the government today. No impact in the life of the people. They are even the one adding problem to the society. They are the one selling land. They are the one selling one parcel of land to 300 people, creating tension everywhere. So you think a country like this, I mock the vice president while he was asking for his seat, a permanent seat in the United Nations. I'll go to emphasize on that. An organization that is being supervised by civilized people. You want people that are fantastically corrupt to go and manage, they have a permanent seat. You saw what happened in Switzerland, how they mock our players. You saw it's a humiliation, not to those players, but to Nigeria, to the flag of Nigeria. They said, keep quiet. You have represented a terrorist country. I said, if you talk, I will call the police for you. You are from a terrorist country. The havoc Osama bin Laden wreck or the World Trade Center is not, it cannot be compared to what they are doing in the Northeast today or some parts of this country today. The number of lives that was destroyed was not up to Osama bin Laden destroyed in the World Trade Center. America held him to the grave. It cost America billions of naira to fish out Osama bin Laden. We saw what happened. But in the case of Nigeria, they are handling the level of the insecurity in Nigeria with a key globe. They don't care because it's going on in some parts of the country, which probably government will say, Abemon and leave there, they not join. When you see an alamajiri with a knife or a dagger, the policeman will tell you, I believe, but they don't know anything. But when a certain man is saying with just paracetamol, the police will arrest him. They will take him to whether they call it, I don't know, it's not DSS, or them drugs. They will take them to drugs and law enforcement agents. They will go and arrest them. And to be alamajiri, it's a normal way of life.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Chris. Mr. Inner ITV, Mr. Timothy Osenegi, this question goes to you particularly. Now, why is Nigerian government negotiating with bandits? Your own opinion, sir.
Yes, yes. Nigerian government will continue and continuously to negotiate with bandits, terrorists, because we are not prepared yet. We are not ready to actually fight insecurity head on. Just like, let me borrow a word from Brother Chris. We are treating the matter of insecurity with a key glow. So that is where we find ourselves. Mind you, some of these our leaders, most importantly at the federal level, how did they come on board? Who sponsored them? Are you not even sure that most of the sponsors who are financing terrorism, insurgency, are the ones that also brought them on board? So if a man who's been, who had all the billions of dollars to finance terrorism and insurgency, happen to finance the election of Mr. AB, are you not sure that Mr. AB, when he or she comes on board, we want to actually fight insecurity head on? He cannot do that. The sponsor of that Mr. President or that Mr. Governor will say, Ego Donny, Fiawa, must you look at everything, just like people call me now in the street of Edo. Must you interfere? Must you comment? Even my own immediate family members all over the world, they call me. Will you not leave Nigerian matter? I say no. When the good people will quiet, the evil will triumph. That's what we have found ourselves. So Nigeria leaders will continue and continuously negotiate, with terrorists and bandits, as the case may be, because we are not prepared yet. Where we are missing it majorly is because of we want to often come on, we want to go and have a second tenure. Councillor want to go back for second tenure. Governor want to go back. Council chairman want to go back for second term. President want to go back for second term. That's where we are missing it. If the kind of approach late Nelson Mandela of South Africa applied by saying, even having putting 27 years in prison, he said it was only going to only rule for one tenure. Do we have such situation in Nigeria? We don't have
No.
it. We do not have men with integrity. We do not have men and women with will and iron power. We lack it. That is why some of these things will continue to grow with us. Do you know what we are doing with insecurity? There's an analogy I've created. It's like when Brother Chris, I'm not sure say snake they enter people house for Norway, but for Nigeria,
No.
reptiles come into your home. God forbid, say small snake enter Brother Chris's sitting room this evening. Just as he's joining us now on a live broadcast now. If he does not have the courage to have that snake, killed, eliminated, instead of it to call on a neighbor or a tenant of his, he will say, no, the snake will leave tomorrow. Wazobo. Then the snake will now metamorphose maybe into a cobra hold. You and I know that cobra is, indeed very fierce and very dangerous. Instead of when the snake will now, metamorphose into cobra, Brother Chris will still, why worry, it will not turn into a python. It will not, grown. It will not turn into a full python wood. When a python, so that's what we did when we saw Boko Haram coming about 15 years ago or 17 years ago. We all ignored it. We developed a seed lips. We kept a seed lips over all this. That is what we have now. Now it has become that's what we found ourselves. So with the kind of politics we practice here, we operate, insecurity will continue to live with us. Okay, just look at what the kind of judgment that Honorable Justice James Omotosho delivered in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a few days ago. Will you want to now predict that, insecurity will leave us in a very quick time now? When he's beginning to show that one particular section of the country is being unduly marginalized, unduly suppressed, unduly kept at the background, and relegated to the background, that you are not allowed people from the western part of the country and the Nigeria and the northern part of the country to be who are now choosing from the national cake, who are now to be considered to be a national beneficiary from the proverbial national cake. So the kind of policies and programs Nigerian leaders are throwing out, we also want to continuously encourage insecurity. We do not have a leadership that is completely fair, that is that is accountable in all space. You can decide to explain to some persons from a particular region, others it doesn't matter. That's what we find ourselves. So until we begin to get this kind of wrong narration or wrong approach, the kind of things we do, that people from the north and from the west now go be the president. What happened to the people from the east? So we want to say are we not going to continue to negotiate with people, the people who are currently fighting insecurity, bringing about insecurity in the southeast? So the Nigerian the kind of leadership Nigerian leaders have provided us with, it is not be considered to be fair. So that is why we'll continue to negotiate with bandits and negotiate with ISWAP as the case may be. So until Nigeria begin to call leaders, Nigerian leaders begin to call spade a spade and egwe at egwe, we will get it correctly and get it adequately right. So we are going to, for the way we are going now, Paokele and Brother Chris, there's no time we are not going to continuously negotiate with bandits and banditry or Boko Haram, negotiate with people who are brought, who's terrorists or who are terrorizing our mothers in our farms. Those persons who are carrying cow from one part of the country to the other, because the system is not be considered to be fair. The kind of governance we are provided is not genuine. So we will continue to negotiate with bandits and terrorists.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Timothy Oserigi. There is something I want to say. There's a comment here. Actually, we are ready for the protest, but APC and the police do prevent us from doing so. The police tear gas us and threaten us not to protest. This is the situation we found ourselves in the APC government. Yes, my brother, I will tell you one thing. You know about the protests in Nigeria. Nigeria are not ready to protest. When the last protest that I saw Oshowore lead in Abuja, it was not up to 100 people that protest. So the government will not be serious with you guys. Nigeria is a country where people are so afraid. If 500 people are in the street of Nigeria, that's the state will be shut down. The military cannot contain it. The police cannot contain it. No matter any tear gas they will shoot, they will resist it. But it's like Nigeria are not ready. When it comes to protest or violence, some Nigerians are ready. They will go there and loot and thief Izoku. Those are the kind of protests Nigerians do. If you do a real protest that can better your life, the government will be brought to stand still. How many population of soldiers do we have? The soldier, the police, the DSS, even all the security parastations we have in Nigeria, they are not up to 500,000. You don't know? You don't know? That is where we are getting it from.
I quite agree with you.
Yeah. We're quite agree.
That is where we are getting it from. So, my brother, it's just like the judgment of Montesquieu, the useless judge, gave a judge of a federal high court. He was given 7-count charge for Nnamdi Kanu on hearsay, not what he has done. On hearsay, this is what you have said. It's like I'm procrastinating. Okay, let's say Nigeria must change. Okay, let's say Nigeria must have a good. On hearsay, even if I'm not a lawyer, when I listen to that judgment, that man is a coward. That man is not supposed to be a judge in Nigeria. You are prosecuting somebody on hearsay, giving a terrorist charges on hearsay. You never saw him with ammunition. You never saw him with any bomb. Nobody was being arrested and said Nnamdi Kanu was the one that sent us to come and commit this atrocity. Where are we heading to? We are giving a judgment
is a
on
victim
what the government has given you to
poor
read
management
because
of Nigerian resources. I say it's a victim of Nigerian government.
It was just a script they give to that useless Omotosho to go and read. How did the world will look at Nigeria?
But
Britain and America, a judge, a lenient judge. You said you are lenient. You were charging somebody for a terrorist time of what is said on a radio, his own radio in his room in UK. The UK government know the man is there. They never charge him for any terrorist charges. The useless judge that has been paid for. That judgment has been paid for. Nigeria is supposed to be ashamed of themselves. Nigeria is supposed to be ashamed of themselves. So it's hard time Nigeria should wake up from their slumber. If they don't wake up, they will not suffer it. Because they should know Nobody's getting justice in Nigeria anymore. Whatever the government tell you, yeah. Go ahead, sir.
From where you started from, that, oh, how come Nigerians, we have not been able to come up with real protest? I don't know if Brother Chris perhaps can go when Fela did that song, I get one child, Papa day for house, Mama day for house. That is what is preventing us. Not that we would have been able to. Not that we would have been able to. Brother Chris and I, we can decide to say, let's hit the street tomorrow. Ma, plaka, Maria Ring Road. We can do it, but do we have protection from Nigerian security agents?
That
The
is
answer is no.
What security?
No, in ITV, let me tell you one thing. When Sri Lanka was shut down,
Yes.
when Lepa was shut down, they never take permission from any security service. They hit the street by themselves. They own the country. They own the population. The police and army was forced to join them. When they see the crowd, they say, no, we cannot control this crowd. President run away or just resign. The man ran away. He was forced to run away from the country. We're talking about 1 million mark. We're talking about 1 million mark.
Is Sri Lanka Nigeria?
No, that is what I'm saying.
But
What I'm saying now, listen
Yes.
to me, Mr. Timothy. What I'm saying now, Nigeria is just a mad making. We can't do anything. We are not fearless human beings. We are just going there because of the money that the government is going to give to us. If we want to lead a protest in Nigeria today, some people will even go and meet the governor and say people want to lead protest to. Can you bring some money so that we can make sure the protest does not work? We are fighting against ourselves.
Yes.
And these
Those
people in
guys,
the power,
those,
they are enjoying
those,
it.
yes, those guys I don't read to. Whenever
Okay.
there is anything good coming, they will be the talk that will come and fight against the people. But on the long run, they also start to benefit from that protest that would not destroy lives and property. The people wanted to front, but they will use this talk, these criminals, this madness individual within somewhere around the Oredo there, somewhere around the Ring Road there. They will make use of them. You see, an average Nigerian man, no one pray to lose his life for the sake of this country. An average Nigerian man just want to live a laissez-faire life. Oh, Memo Bobby will not turn. That's the kind of life they want to live.
No,
But for
Chris, let me tell you one thing. I always tell people what we are enjoying here today. There was a Norwegian man that told me, he's my very good friend. He said, what you are enjoying here today, people suffer for it. People sacrifice for it. Don't you know there were revolutions in all this country before? They
yes,
never just start growing one day. They were still
Yes.
having bad government. But it's the people
Yes.
that wake up and say enough is enough.
yes, yes, I'm aware.
So if
I'm
you are saying every Nigeria, what is your mark, they will remain in agile poverty. The government are happy.
Yes, yes. When you go to Facebook now, let me just show you, for example. A lot of people insult him. A lot of people insult him. Some also appreciate what he's doing. He is not a poor man. His children can never be poor. He has laid
At
foundation
all.
for yes, he has laid a foundation for his family. But the reason why he's constantly protesting, he has stayed in the civilized world. He see the kind of life people are living. He's not
Yes,
asking himself, we
in
have
America.
all the resources. We have all it takes to live better than even the Europeans, the Americans. Why are these few people, these few cabal, why are they depriving Nigerians? That is his protest. That is just his protest. Kano protesting. I'll constantly maintain that his protest, an average certain Nigerian man have that protest in their room. They have it in their room. But because majority of them are coward, they are yet to come up and say, yes, we believe in what he's saying. It's like government is not building road. Now government have refused to build some infrastructure that will make people live a better life. Nobody's complaining about it. Nobody will talk about it. The only thing you hear when they sit there in the beer parlor, they discuss it, and it ends there. It ends there. So we don't take the failure of the government, we don't take it serious. That is why the government is taking advantage of the people. Now the government is saying, Tinubu said that he want to dualize the Ring Road, Akpakpava, and the rest of them. The first thing you need to do, or the question you need to ask yourself, you want to destroy people's property, you want to destroy people's investment now. What is your plan for them? Where do you intend to relocate this business? Where do you intend to relocate them to? People, they're having double mind now. Where are we going to? Christmas is approaching. Government want to destroy our market.
Okay. Miss Israel is calling. Let's just put this call. Hey, Domo. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, baby, platform Baba. We wasn't there in make pay. Chris Irewan. Just send forward it to me. Okay. Okay. I'll send everyone. Okay. There is something you want to share with me so that I can play it for all Nigerians to listen to what is going on. These guys, they have captured Nigeria. We are just joking. If it's only America that is coming to rescue us. And I praise and I welcome the presence of Trump in Nigeria. Nobody can stop them. Do you know it's called Trump? Who is Nigeria? Do we have a sovereignty?
I have reserved
Trump will come and do whatever I want to do.
Mais vieux remarque Donald Trump, mais maintenant les producteurs ils viennent au Hawaii. Mais two rooms is not free one. I've prepared for Donald Trump because we cannot continue to go like this, go in this manner. You know, so it's quite sad.
If we know,
we are
have a men of God.
Depending.
Have a men of God, not gonna have vice president. They will hold the crusade. That this the coming of to tell you how funny Nigerians are. They will hold the crusade, pray against the coming of Donald Trump. Nigeria, even the crusade that is big key. There are certain crusade they hold. There are certain things they pray for. You ask yourself, are they living for this century or they are living for the past century? Nigeria as a country.
Let's just listen to this. Let's listen to this video.
Prayer. Okay.
Samsung, Lenovo, Canon og masse leketøy. ProShop. Mye mer, mye raskere.
In order to become the president of Nigeria, nobody can argue there were deals that went on. But what he did was to play them against each other.
Just listen.
So that
you are alleging that President Tinubu had a deal with the terrorists?
Excuse me, it is no longer a secret anywhere in the world.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to this interview. This is a loaded interview, by the way, about the situation of things in Nigeria. I know many of us have been following the insecurity issue. Today, I will be interviewing someone who has been at the forefront of what is happening. If you don't know about the Macedonian Initiative, by the way, it's a faith-based, non-denominational NGO that has been responding to the systematic persecution of Christians in northern Nigeria since the 1990s. Now, the person that I want to interview today is not just a pastor. This man is a security consultant with more than 2 decades of experience, and he has also served as the Deputy Secretary General and the Director for Peace and Security at the African Union. Of course, he is the Global Overseer of Living Waters Unlimited Church and International Coordinator of the Macedonian Initiative. Please help me to welcome one of my fathers, Reverend Ladi Peter Thompson. Daddy, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Adiola. And let me say quickly that we want to thank God who has given you a platform and a voice to speak in matters of opinion molding and consensus building. I think it's a lofty platform, and I pray you continue to use it well.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. First and foremost, a lot of people have been asking, what exactly are we dealing with? What is even going on?
I want to speak without a shred of doubt right now that what Nigeria is dealing with, it is both an ancient and a modern problem. And this is bigger, including religion, but bigger than religion. This is not an Usman Danfodio narrative. It's a more modern, more deadly, more intelligent Hydra, a supremacist agenda that was perfected by Osama bin Laden when he globalized the global resurgence of religious terrorism. This is not merely a Fulani problem. It's bigger than that. There are at least about 5-6 groups that we are reckoning with. It has a head in education. It has infiltrated our security defense systems. Over the years, it has infiltrated governance. It has infiltrated media.
Okay, so thank you so much, Daddy. But I feel like so far you have been speaking in parables. You are not naming. Okay, so you said 5 different heads. You need to put names. Also, you need to give the evidence of all these things that you are saying.
I told you it's a supremacist agenda that was designed to use Islam as a cover. That's why for the first 15, 16 years, it was targeted only at Christians first. I told publicly that in the later years, towards the end, when they're about to strike Nigeria completely, they will start killing Muslims as well. So I said that about 10 years ago. You are dealing with something that is global, but has a local face. Its objective is to take the whole of Nigeria, not some of Nigeria. Now, it's going to use Islam and the Sharia to take Nigeria. All over the world, its tactics are different.
Who is trying to take Nigeria?
Now, let me put it for you like this. The architecture for the intelligence behind this thing is more than the local intelligence. But they have contacted local actors. You see, there's what they call the ISWAP. The Fulani is there. Then you have the Kanuri-dominated Boko Haram. Then you have Lakurawa, Ansaru, and all those other offshoots of the global template provided by Al-Qaeda. Many-headed, only one heart. And what the idea is to take Nigeria, take West Africa, take the rest of Africa, and then use that resources to dominate the world.
Okay, so it's Al-Qaeda that is trying to take over Nigeria through these different terrorist organizations.
An intelligence created by Al-Qaeda between 1991 and 1996, Osama bin Laden was in Sudan, perfecting the model of how to globalize terrorism and rule the world with Sharia. And he knew they would have to kill Muslims as well. So what we're dealing with is bigger than just a religious problem. It's a supremacist agenda covering its face with Islamic religion.
So for people that may be watching right now, some of them will say we've been hearing about things like this for a long time. Where is the actual evidence? Like what you said Bin Laden drafted in Sudan. Is there a record of it somewhere? Like some people would say, where is the evidence to the things that you're saying?
Okay, one of the greatest weaknesses of the African nations of the world, including Nigeria, is the inability to mathematize inquiry. That is to collect statistics and data, crunch it, and then do what they call concatenation. That is to join all the dots and use that to come to a conclusion and predict things that when they happen, you will not be surprised. If you follow the media in Nigeria over the past 20-something years, there's nothing I have said beforehand that did not come to pass, including when the color of the terrorist, the color skin of the terrorist is going to change in the latter hours, when they are bringing in people from the Maghreb and they're bringing in other people from outside of our borders. So if you want evidence, I will give you some. Number one, let me give you something very simple. There's no place in the world that has responded to an already documented resurgence of global Islamism by claiming to arrest terrorists, and then you claim that you have de-radicalized them, and then you absorb them into the Nigerian army.
Okay.
You see, that one alone is an amazing case of stupidity. I've never heard of this kind of madness before. An armed robber comes to your house, you arrest him, instead of prosecuting him, you claim that you have changed his mind, and you now make him join your megadis. That is, of course, one. Number two.
You see one thing that this man said. We said it today, Mr. Chris. That how can you imagine somebody who is a terrorist? He has taken the life of people. You will still rehabilitate him back to Nigeria army. What kind of message are we sending to Nigeria? Are our security safe? Are we safe?
We are not safe. We are not safe.
I said tomorrow I wanted to play this video before. I watched this analysis. This man is not just talking. He's talking with what he has experienced. He said what is coming for Nigeria. Nigeria will not believe their eye. He's even happy that he said Nigeria should be appreciative. Why Jonathan is rising, President of America is rising up to come and fight the fight for us. He said Nigeria government has no power. He said it's 5 different groups that are in Nigeria now, and more are still coming. I watched the video today, my brother. I was shocked. With the little you have listened to, what is your take? The video is still long. I'm going to play some of them.
You see, in all he just said now, I align myself with him. Just the way he's speaking now, when you meet with some right-thinking Nigerians, they still have that same thought at the back of their mind. But the question is, the government is failing. It's like the government is aware of the problem, and the government have deliberately refused to tackle the problem. Yes, I once said, look, this problem that is facing Nigeria is facing today. Don't you think some powerful countries within the world, around the world, they have an affiliation with this insecurity Nigeria is going through today? Yes, people wouldn't understand. The guns, the weapons they are using, they are not locally made. Even if they are locally made, are they not out of surprise? Are they not out of supply? Would they go out of supply? Now, the personnel they are using, we hear most of the time, the police, the army will say, we have neutralized a certain amount, certain number of a terrorist group and the other. Would they go out of personnel? Would they be short of personnel? We see they keep on recruiting every day, every time. These people, they are becoming something else. The problem we are having today, the government of today, they have not been able to find out where is this problem coming from. And they are not trying to tackle the problem. It's beyond what Nigerians are saying. It's beyond what you just said when he said, what you are saying now, Osama bin Laden already planted it, already masterminded what we are seeing today. The jihadists, they have spread all over the world. See, they are in the studio, they are in the marketplace, they are everywhere. There is no part of Edo State you come to, you don't have a community that is being controlled by the Hausa, the Fulani, and the rest of them. Now, the traditional leader, the traditional ruler, they wouldn't want to ask a question. We must say thank you to Obaseki. There was a time they wanted to install one traditional chief from the north. We saw the action taken by Obaseki there. I think Edo have since forgotten that opportunity he gave to Edo people. If they have installed that man there, I think Edo would have had more problem than they are having in terms of insecurity today. So the government need to act decisively. The government is a problem. Some Nigerians probably felt, oh, it was the government of Jonathan. Let's ruin his government. Jonathan have since served as a president and he left the office. Jonathan don't have a problem. If there is an emergency in the country today, I think he have the opportunity to run away from the country. Unlike some Nigerians who will not have the money to even buy airtime in their phone to call their loved one that Nigeria is already on fire. So I don't know what the government need to do. That was the reason why I said, let me appreciate the governor who is trying to dialogue with this mindless individual. Now, when a coup fails, there's always a consequence for it. At the initial
same governor that is dialoguing with them, listen to me, my brother. The same governor that is dialoguing with them now is the same governor that said that they should come and join the Nigerian army. You see, this guy, there are a lot of governors that have hand in hand in all these things. There are a lot of governors.
Do you know why? I also blame our media. Yes, the media, they are human. They don't have any immunity, and nothing is protecting them. When the government made a statement like that, when any public official made some statement, journalists constantly visit them, tell them to explain to the Nigerian, explain to the world what you exactly mean by what you are saying now. But they don't have that opportunity to reach out to these guys. These guys, they are like an emperor. You can't hear them. If what's his name, Femi Fani-Kayode, who was no longer in government, could act like that to a journalist then when they try to ask him some question. If such a man is prepared to be in the office, he will tell that man, go and remain himself for the remaining days of your life, and nothing will happen. You saw him the way he acted. So also an average public officer in Nigeria, as a governor, as a chairman, and just to mention a few, that is the way they act. That is the way they behave. They behave with impunity. They just believe that without them, nothing can happen. So we are in for it. I just believe that one day, God will send in a man that will say this thing must come to an end, and definitely will come to an end.
The video, because the video is long. Just listen.
If we collate, I can tell you from the beginning, one of the things I discovered from the year 1999 to 2000 was government complicity. And why do I say so? We have reached a stage now where we are not afraid of anything anymore. In those days, we were more afraid of the enemy within than the enemy without. So today, there can be documents that I will give you, will put on display. When you find out that young girls are kidnapped, married off, taken away from their husbands. I mean, sometimes young girls are kidnapped, sometimes wives are kidnapped, married off Islamically. And you will see that if someone will come, the governors were aware. I can give you a case where we had to curb a terrorist attack in Kaduna State. We could tell you the modus operandi. It started with Gumi when he came back from Mecca, when he came back from Saudi Arabia. His first tafsir in Kaduna was a call to violence, to slaughter. The VHS came to me because we have been setting up early warning systems, and this is what a real early warning system is to prevent something. When we got it, we translated it.
Who's calling now? Please, my brother.
To English, and at that time it was Obasanjo who was the president of Nigeria. Thank God
Hello?
for the first square general overseer who is now late, was Mbadido, who assured me that what we prepared and gave to him was given to Obasanjo in his bedroom. But what they didn't know was that we were still monitoring Kaduna to see whether the arms build-up towards the execution was going to stop. When we saw that it was not going to stop, in fact, this is a good example I'm giving you. I had to call a special strategic session with media, because media is a force expander in this new war form, this Hydra-headed war form. At that time, the man they call Additional, who became Buhari's media, whatever, was at that time an editor-in-chief or something in one of the newspapers. They gathered together, and I told them, this is the problem. They are about to kill 600 to 900 people. Femi Additional. They are about to kill 600 to 900 people in Kaduna. And I said to them, we have sent all the information to the army, to all the places. There's nobody stopping them. Unknown to them, we were monitoring. The Gumi boy went into the SSS office in Kaduna laughing and came out laughing. When I got that report in Lagos, we decided to call this media meeting and said, look, how do we solve this? Now, there's a headline that we had to put up where they did as if they interviewed the head of CAN and had to interview Gumi. Immediately, we took the front pages, the full pages in the newspapers and the new media, and the news blew across the world. The queries came to the president of Nigeria. It was reported to me directly that the Gumi boy entered, then it was a small, he entered the SSS office. This time he didn't come out laughing. He left the country immediately. Now, this is a guy who has been banned by Saudi Arabia. They didn't allow him to enter Saudi Arabia. Okay. Let me give you another proof. I was on television when I found out there was no other way of escape. When an Al-Qaeda operative was already appointed as a federal minister in Buhari's government. Okay. And I questioned.
Do you mind naming that minister?
What's his name? Something Issa Pantami. Okay. How do I know? I supervised an evacuation in 2004 when a young Christian was slaughtered in the mosque of ATBU. That's Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University. Okay? Now, when we supervised that, it was this Pantami who was a lecturer in that university at that time, who put a fatwa on certain students because they preached the gospel to Muslims in a university. And at that time, when they killed that boy, we had to go and evacuate the others whose names I spoke to them recently. They are still afraid till now. The young guys brought them into Lagos. We made arrangements to take them into other countries where there's better respect for human worth. And then Sunday Achi was the name of the student who was murdered. Okay? At that time, for you to know how this thing works, there was a bishop who was working with the Obasanjo government who went to arrange for the burial of this boy. And when I said, let us make it an issue, they at that time were cooperating because they didn't realize how dangerous this Hydra is. Later, that Hydra attacked that bishop, almost killed him, finished his secretary. Fortunately, they couldn't catch his wife. They maimed him. And today, he's one of the forefront advocates who has realized how dangerous this thing is. I could really give you many more examples. One of the former head of states who was claiming that there was nothing in his time, I was at a meeting with him in his home in Ota. When he gave me his own version of what he believed was going on, I said to him, sir, during your government, they were already building up more and more, infiltrating more and more. I said, do you remember a meeting you went to have in northern Nigeria when this thing happened? When you left, they slaughtered every member of the family that entertained you. I said they were sending you a warning to back off. Now, some years later, he went for a security meeting outside Nigeria, and I think when they showed him the build-up of what is coming into Nigeria when the final phase comes. Look, the Nigerian army in totality, everybody knows what the number is. The last time they engaged the BH on 3 war fronts, it took almost 2.5 weeks to overcome. So everybody realizes that if you think the Nigerian army can withstand a combined forces of what ISWAP has planned in the future, what is working for us right now is very simple. Nigeria is 220 million people strong. The number of all these people who want to swallow Nigeria, they're not even up to 450,000. Okay. Now, the strength of this is, let me break one nonsense that is going all around. And this is what we have to be careful to counsel the US government about. Anybody who looks and thinks that the Fulani is a primary problem is a joker. The Fulani is not the primary problem. All the combined forces of all these people is not up to 400 something million. Now, is it this ill-educated...
400 something thousand.
Yeah. Yes. All these ill-educated, all these, what can I say, anachronistic human beings who are wearing loincloths all over the whole place, do you think that they are the real problem? Listen, the Fulanis have told you that they were busy using their six when people came and gave them AK-47s and took their children to go and train. Why don't we realize that it's the intelligence that is arranging logistics, that is arranging safe passage for them?
Okay.
I have boys in the army. We used to pray for them. When they locate the position in the Nigerian army, a signal comes from Abuja that they should not attack. The signal will be delayed. After 3 hours, they tell them, now go. The Boko Haram will have left that place.
So
what more proof
are
do we
you
need?
saying that the Nigerian government is involved in what is
What are you saying?
happening?
Even Jonathan, before he left, openly said they are in my cabinet. Look, this thing has been known to collapse nations from within. So there's nothing new about what is going on in Nigeria. It's just like the architecture of, but I would rather speak to the younger generation, the digital generation who understand programming.
Yeah. Mr. Chris, just quickly add to this man's explanation so that I go ahead with Mr. Timothy. You see the problem we have. The problem is very huge. Oh. We are all jokers. The problem is very, very huge. Look at what it says. Governors are involved. The government are involved. The military, I was telling you, you were talking about foreign ammunition. It's the military, Nigerian military that is giving it to them. They are part of it. If Nigerian government give them money to go and acquire the weapon, they will not give it to Boko Haram. They will not sell it for them. Not the foreign country that is selling it for them. It's here our Nigerian military that is doing all these damages. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, my brother, Mr. Chris.
I'm hearing. I think the man have explained very clear. He's an insider. He has a deep look of what is happening. You see, the government cannot separate themselves from what is actually going on in the north today and some parts of this country too. The government, they can't separate themselves. So when you see a situation like this, the government has never make any. The attempt the government is making is not helping the situation on ground. It's not helping the situation on ground. Now, 2027 election is coming up now. Among the candidates, among those who want to become the president, who want to become the governor, you will never hear them saying something about the level of insecurity, if given the opportunity, how they intend to tackle the insecurity in Nigeria. What we are seeing today is bigger than it, according to the young man. It's bigger than Nigeria. If this is not proper, this situation of insecurity is not properly managed today, in the years to come, it will ravage the entire landmass of this country. And if they want everybody to become a Muslim, everybody compulsory become a Muslim. They now dictate and direct where you go to. I think the government need to act smartly. Nigeria is a problem. Nigeria should cry to the other larger world, to the larger countries of the world, to the Western country. We need their support. This is not the time to pretend. Oh, they are going to take our resources. Nigeria, yes, I said it before that it's going to be 50-50. When America come, it could be of positive, it could also be of negative. But I am saying that we should allow American government to come. They are the only country that have the capacity, the capability to fight this mindless individual. There is no other country that will fight it. Nigeria needs the help of the United States of America. is a problem. The government need to sit down, analyze the coming of America critically, the advantage and disadvantage. If the advantage outweigh the disadvantage, the government should open up for them and let them go so that they can save the innocent Nigerians. Nigerians are afraid of the present administration and what is going on under Tinubu's administration. You can see today, when we are growing up, when you see a teacher, you see a reverend father or a pastor there, you don't misbehave, you coordinate yourself because we see them as somebody that is higher. But today, a man can walk straight into the church and kill a man who is worshiping, believing is God. And you think that place, you still call that place a country, you still say that place is a place that is secure for life to continue. My brother, you get as a bill. You get as a bill. Our government is sleeping. Nigeria government is sleeping. If governors can get security vote to themselves on a monthly basis, then the people need to ask them, what are you using the money for? Lives and property is not being protected. Why are you collecting this money? The reason why you collect the money is to protect lives and property. So I don't really know. I think what we are seeing today is bigger than Nigeria. The government need to come out and explain to Nigeria what Nigeria is going through and how do they intend solving this problem. The problem is bigger than Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Mr. Timothy Osanigi, what is your take? You have listened to this man. What is your take about the explanation the man that I just explained?
Yes, what that man said, he said so much, because you and I do know that everything that has to do with security or insecurity, it lies in our hand. The Benin will say, "Now in my head, therefore they look for the eyes." So we are not ready yet, because either the Mr. President or the governor is my brother, is my uncle. So for that reason, we will have we will develop a seed lips. So that's why this thing, since it appears not to be abating, so we just have allowed this thing to continue to have us ravaged unduly. We know at a time in South Africa, those days we used to read poems that were written about South Africa, nightfall in Soweto, but they long surmount all that problem. But why is it not abating in Nigeria? So it's you and I. People are, because of what we want to benefit, say, if we challenge them now, they're not going to give you an appointment again. That's why we are in there. So I don't see we leaving this problem in a very shortest time. It's not going to be possible. Because, like you said, why are we negotiating? Why are Nigerians not taking to real protest? We are not really we're not prepared yet. Because we are all aspiring to become councillor. We want to belong to the ruling party. We want to decamp to the ruling party. So this is why the problem will continue to remain with us. Until we begin to say, no, enough is enough. We're not going to take this anymore. Like the righteous man, the musician said, we can take this no longer. People not living on the flare. Until we say we will not take it anymore. If we want to really fight insecurity head on today, we know what to do. Like one of the popular presenters on one of the radio stations here in Benin will say, he said, Nigeria will never suffer rich. He said, if we suffer rich, we know what to do. So we will continue to talk and talk year in, year out. Meanwhile, the problem will continue to remain with us because we have not decided to really, fight some of this problem head on, sir.
Thank you very much. My brothers and sisters, I beg, I see the beg now. When I see this, my brother, where you just talk finish now, Mr. Timothy Osanigi. The account number is speed there, Mr. Agbe Kelly. Now I want to put the money. I beg this, our brother need laptop. I've pinned the account number for almost 3 times now. I've not seen anybody respond. Anybody where he like Ogile, where he love Ogile, Nothing is too big. Me, I'm still going to support. Make una at least before this December, at least make use and do Christmas. The man has some physical challenge, but the man is still trying. He's still doing the one he can do to contribute to the society for the betterment of Nigeria. I beg, more supporter for this laptop. I use God to beg all of you now. So beside that, my brother, I just want to appreciate all my followers, all my guests that have come here today. I think we are going to call it a day now. Before we call it a day, Mr. Chris, what is your final take on all these issues that we have discussed today?
My advice is that our government should wake up. If the essence of being a leader or a president is to protect lives and property, I think the government should hold on to that. Nigeria will need the support of the government for protection of lives and property. Nigeria must wake up, speak against this injustice, speak against this evil. Nigeria must wake up to speak against this monster. It is an evil that will blow no one no good. We must collectively fight this insecurity. It has come to this country. It's already within Nigeria. Let's see how we can overcome it. Our followers all over the world, we must not relent. We must keep speaking against injustice. At our own local level, at our local community, our home, we must do everything within our power to make sure this kind of a thing, this evil, will stop in our time. The government is not trying. Yes, we know they are not perfect, but let's see how we can encourage them through our social media conversation, through our social media engagement and the rest of them, so that one day, sometime, this evil we are seeing, we will see them no more. I wish you all the news of today and happy weekend.
Thank you, my brother. Mr. Inner ITV, can we wrap it up? What is your take on all this issue?
Yes, Paul Gele, first and foremost, I want to appreciate you. I want to appreciate Brother Chris and everyone who has joined us on today's edition of, of this engagement. What I will conclude with, if we say we provided, security might for Liberia, Sierra Leone, when it has overtaken us, let us look inward. How did we, have this strategy played out? We have to go back to the drawing board and ensure that we fight security, tackle security head on. We should also have it at the back of our mind that we should not be waiting for Donald Trump or waiting for the Prime Minister of Norway or Prime Minister of United Kingdom or waiting for Emmanuel Macron of France before we can have our security, security architecture fully and well built. Lastly, sir, we should also now come to a conclusion that when should Nigeria really have independence in real sense? For how long are we continue to be remaining as an underdeveloped society or a nation? Until we answer some of these questions, we are not going to get it rightly or correctly. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Timothy Osenigi. God bless you for your contribution. I really appreciate you.
So much.
Happy weekend. See you guys for the next broadcast tomorrow. I'm going to, at least we have a lot of things to discuss tomorrow. I'm going to edit some video tonight so that we can I will schedule a time tomorrow when I will go to meet. So thank you for your contribution, my brother. God bless you. So when I hear anything from my fans, I will let you know, sir. So send me word to your family. Bye.
Thank you so much. We love you.
Yeah, thank you.
Brother Chris, where's you?
So my brothers and sisters, my fans, my followers, God bless every one of you. The account number has been pinned there. Let's do something. Let's do something for our brother. He's our idol brother. We should not relent. Let's contribute. Let's support him. He said he needs a laptop. At least a better laptop. We know how much it costs in Nigeria. If we are going to buy from here or we are going to send him the money in Nigeria, let's do something. As we contribute for him, God will bless that in your pocket that you are bringing something out from. In the mighty name of Jesus. So don't hesitate to support him. Nothing is too big. Nothing is too small. Thank you. I will leave you guys for now. See you guys for the next broadcast tomorrow. Good night. Bye for now.